should have thought of that.
I want the new Pro, but I just got this summer. So
Is that the 10?
This is the XS. So it already has a really nice camera.
You can record on YouTube because you're near.
I'm recording now.
Yeah.
I have already recorded.
Yeah. I can do the post-processing, like transcript and stuff afterwards.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
Oh. Student might have got him. Ivy, it's fine. He probably just got his down.
It's fine.
I think maybe we can connect to WT guests.
Yeah, but we need a new
Let's see if
password
this
for that.
works. Our tech guys are everywhere because they're reunion weekend.
Aww.
So here you go, science@wt.org.
Is this the guest one?
Yeah, try that.
Okay. Science is cool. Let's see.
The
Is that
password G-O.
G-O-B... Airs?
Yeah, go Bears.
Oh, go Bears.
Oh.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, we're
Cute.
the Bears. Did it work?
Oh, it worked. Okay, great. Thank you.
And we can get this back to the person who gave it to me.
Nice.
Reunion. Weekend. Is this like,
Okay.
So let's get
The world,
everything
you may
out.
be one person, but to one person, you may be the world. Oh, that's
It's very steep.
the depth, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that though.
Let's see. Where do we put this? Here we go.
And the water is for you.
What's that?
The water is for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You brought me water?
Yeah.
Wow, this is your really fancy kind too. It's got like a special pH. You recognize
like it?
I wanted to stay pH balanced. I appreciate that.
Nice.
Okay, so let's just like jump right into it if you're ready to go.
I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay, so what is the goal for your course?
For students,
Very broad goal.
yeah. So for students to create a product that is novel, that has not been created in the past, that utilizes computer science for that creation.
Okay. Let's see. So what do you expect students to know before getting into your course, and what do you expect them to have when they leave the course?
I expect for them before the course to.
Oh my god.
I expect for them before the course to be facile with programming. So they should be able to have some programming skills. It's a level 3 course, so that means that they've had at least a level 1 and a level 2 worth of computer science skill set.
What does that kind of mean?
So they understand variables, loops, like methods, up to arrays. So,
Okay.
if you're a computer scientist, this may mean something. If not, then they're just words.
Oh,
But but that's what we want to get up to arrays for our level 1 classes. Level 2 adds the abstraction of being able to use object-oriented programming as a possible paradigm, or some physical computing principles. Physical computing meaning how to use a microcontroller, some very rudimentary electrical engineering skills that they can utilize
Okay.
for robotics.
yeah. Can I just check a little bit? So, I know you teaches, so you use agile methodology within the course. Do you teach that to students? How does agile work?
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
how
So
do you
at the
facilitate
very first 5 classes or something is focused on agile. Let's learn agile, why it's useful, and that's so I guess before we begin, in a way, before we truly get into the course, they should also understand agile.
Right.
But
Okay.
before they actually step foot in my classroom, they don't.
They don't. It's just the
They learn
first
that in
week.
the first- yeah, that's
right.
right.
Okay. All right. So what do you kind of expect them to?
Yeah,
so
what I expect them to have
yeah.
after the year. So they should have a very firm understanding of how to use agile methodology to complete a project within a set amount of time. Bring a full project that may seem really daunting at times to fruition.
Okay.
How do I get something to go from nothing, just an idea, concept, to true product that I can show off to people?
Okay.
Yeah, I could go on and on, but
Awesome.
that's the basics. Use with simple answers, I suppose.
So the next is just kind of the lesson structure, but I'm pretty sure we can get that from the syllabus. So we
I don't know if
won't-
you can actually.
Can we not?
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah,
can
so
you
I
give
could
me
talk-
the structure? real
Yeah,
quick?
so from the beginning, we talk about agile, talk about creating a product, determining what is a useful product for people, what is not, understanding how to pull an audience, that kind of thing all goes into it. And then the rest of the class is really project-based, project-oriented. I set up check-ins with the students on 6-day cycles, and then they have to create a goal, and then 6 days later they're checking in with me individually to go over that goal. That's the whole class. It doesn't really spell it out in the syllabus, though, so that's
Okay,
why I wanted to be
got
clear.
it. Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
So besides like teaching the methodologies that you want them to know, like what is your primary role in this course?
My role?
Yeah.
To be a mentor to them, to help them understand maybe the next best step to take,
Mhm.
and to provide them with the resources they need to complete their own projects.
Do you find like this type of teaching, like what kind of like challenges might arise as compared to like traditional?
Yeah, the challenges are that I don't know what the questions will be, so I can't have a
Right.
prepared answer.
Okay.
So when I teach differential equations, it's like I know what they're going to ask me
Mhm.
because I've taught it before. But when it comes to this class, it's every time I teach it, there's probably a
New
dozen or so
questions.
new questions. Some of them become the same after a year, but we don't know. This is great water, by the way. Thank you. This is changing the whole interview process.
Brought them.
Let's see.
You want to get a picture of me drinking the water that might be no.
I'm sure I'll
Essential.
take some by the end of this.
Essential will appreciate
Yes.
it.
The educator's water.
No, they'll donate to the school.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Let's see. So, do you guys do collaborative projects, or are these all individual?
No. Sorry, the compound question, give you a single answer. We do collaborative projects, but some of them are individual, so it's
Okay.
I would like to go towards the idea of having them be all collaborative in the future, but in the past this class has been smaller in size, as you may recall from my introduction.
Mhm.
And so when I had like I had 5 students last year in this class.
Mm.
It wouldn't make sense for them to collaborate. It's be like one group. So I had each one of them doing individuals. This year I had 18, so it's like
Wow.
huge.
That's great.
Yeah, it is a big difference. So there I definitely encourage them to collaborate because it's easier to
Right.
help me manage them, but also for them to work with each other. I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, definitely. So, like, what do you see the benefits of collaborative then compared to like individual work?
I talk about paired programming all the time with my students. From the computer science perspective, I tell them that like Apple, like huge giant like that, who pays a lot of money for their programmers, is willing to pay 2 people to do the same job instead of 1 computer. The reason they do that is because when you have 2 people sitting down, like you're more likely to find errors. You are naturally learning from each other, so you don't have to pay for professional development. Same thing for us, like the students are learning from each other, they're able to catch each other's errors, and frankly I think it's more fun too.
Definitely.
So those 3 things together all around
So,
to why I think collaborative learning is better.
definitely. Kind of like what kind of projects do you sign individually and what kind of projects do you sign for collaborative
Okay,
projects?
yeah, so this class only has 1 project. It's
Oh, just
their
one.
project,
Okay.
yeah. And it's up to them if they want to work individually or as in
Oh, I
groups.
see.
So that's how it works.
Okay,
Yeah, so like
got
they
it.
really came up with their proposals, and I can show you what some of this look like if you're
Oh,
interested.
that would be fantastic.
Okay, I have okay. I'll open this up and get that going in the meantime, but then I can send you what you want to see. But basically, they all have to submit a proposal. I've actually just created small proposals for each of them because the original ones are a little bit long, and I'm going to we're pairing them up each with mentors through the Cities or Campus program, which you may want to know about as well. So each one of our students will get paired up with like a person from the community who's an expert in their thing, or can provide better insight into their product. For instance, maybe they want to create one of our groups is really into crew, like the rowing
Right.
sport. So they want to create. I should just be looking at you, I guess. they want to create this basically like a tutor that's digital that'll keep track of all the movements of the paddle and keep track of like whether they're synced or not, and be able to provide that information to coaches to help teams improve. So they could get like a mechanical engineer to help them with that, but I said that's probably not the best mentor for you. What I really would prefer is for them to have a mentor, and they're going to have a mentor that's like a rowing coach. So they're not looking for the
Like the technical.
the technical expertise.
Right.
They're looking for someone who can give them the insight into like how their product will really be truly useful, just like you guys are doing. So like you guys are here because you don't need my expertise about how to create this like software, but you want to get what is my real problem, and you can help solve it. So like it's the same. It's like I kind of learned from Marty in a lot of ways, or Dr. Lowe, however you say. Shall I pull this up now?
We call her Marty.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I don't think I've ever called any of my professors Dr. something.
Oh, really? No?
No.
It's really cool there? Like,
Yeah,
they're all
Sammy's
like-
really cool.
Okay.
Sammy's really... Well, actually,
Down to earth
it
about
depends on which major you are.
Okay.
Yeah.
But medals, guys? Or, like, you guys
Well,
are
I'm
all-
not... They're medals.
We
I-
three are medals.
So
oh,
they're...
I thought everyone was medals
No,
in this class.
I'm a design undergrad.
Oh,
They're
cool.
master.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Congrats and-
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And they're letting you do the interview. That's
I'm putting her on the spot.
Yeah. I like
Yeah.
talking to people.
You're doing
I'm
great.
into it.
I can, do you want me to pull one of these proposals
Yeah,
up?
that
Or-
would be
okay, let me
really
see.
helpful. Thank
Okay,
you.
I don't want to waste your time if you want to keep asking questions, though. So let me just look.
No, looking at what documentation you have, like.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's like
really
that's like later
Yeah.
on in the interview anyway, so might as well get to it while we have
Let
you.
me see a particular one. Like, thanks, guys, for your patience while I find it.
No problem.
Oh, man.
I lose all of my work all the time.
It's so hard for me to find like anything.
Oh.
Oh. We're hiding behind the like hidden by these notes. It doesn't recognize that we're moving in here. Yeah, sorry guys.
No problem.
So is it stored on a like school website or something? Like
The proposals?
Yeah.
No, they just emailed them to me. That's what I'm trying to find in the email.
Oh.
Sorry guys. Yeah. Well, they shared it with me in my Google Drive, but I
So does Winchester Thurston just like primarily use Google products?
yeah, we have Google. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's our email like platform is
Right.
Google, so like or Gmail, so like, we use all the Google products.
Yeah, I don't remember high school.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
pretty
well-
sure we use Google though.
Here it is.
Great.
So I had them create brief synopsis. That doesn't go over like the cost. They also had to create one that had costs
cost
associated.
analysis.
Yeah, like and like determining that. But this one was just to share with their potential mentors, and so
Right.
they don't need to know about their costs. So I just need
Right.
to know what we're trying to, like which mentor they're looking for. So here's a brief synopsis. In rowing, in our team specifically, many rowers get back and hip injuries due to poor rowing technique and lack of balance in the boat. It can be due to the athletes in the boat, not that you get them.
Right.
So our product aims to accomplish the following. Find a way to measure the way in which an athlete influences the speed of the boat with respect to other athletes. Rotary and encoder are used. Measure and calculate the vertical and horizontal position, speed, and acceleration of the wear of each athlete. IMU used, that's a gyroscope/compass. Find a way to measure how the seat of each athlete accelerates during a stroke. Use an accelerometer. Make a monitor that the sensors can display the data to. Create a speed coach, is a device that's standard in rowing boats that measures the speed and cadence of each rowing stroke. Partners, Nishant Pol, the electrical hardware engineer, NREC, we can connect to because of pre-existing mentorship.
So that's the engineer.
Yeah, that's what they ended up wanting to do, actually,
Okay.
because we went back and forth on that. But they said that's ultimately what they wanted because they were all on rowing teams. They said we can talk to our
Oh.
coaches. I think that's what they wanted to do.
Okay.
Sorry, I lied to you just now. Sorry.
Well, that's good.
But some of them are like more associated with the thing. Like another student's creating a device to help people hear better. And it's like a enhanced hearing aid that uses Fourier transform to like recognize a specific voice you want to speak to. Like you're going to interview me, get my voice sample, and then like even if we're in a crowded room, it'll only pick up my voice and let you hear it if you're wearing like
Oh.
earphones.
That's
So-
so clever.
Yeah. So rather than talk to an engineer about that, let's talk to someone who's really hearing impaired and get their insights so we can.
Right.
That's who that person will be mentoring with.
Okay. Awesome.
They all look like this. I can provide you with
Yeah, can you give me like a couple?
a couple of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I can. Do you want the one with the cost or without the costs?
With a cost. Would
Okay.
be really nice. Thank you.
Okay, sure. I'll provide this for you. And then I can also, while we're here, show you this check-in thing.
So do students come up with all the proposal ideas themselves, like with